and look at a nice little menu, because we have a new game to play. Once again, sponsored by Strategy, of course. Who else? Yes, I believe Note 9 there. And since he was gracious enough to give me this, I will of course play it as I promised. I kinda wanted to play this like roughly 4 hours ago, but that did not work out well, did it now? With that said, well, I have no idea about the game whatsoever. Apart from, it claims to be a RuneScape game. And I, for one, am old enough to remember RuneScape. In fact, I remember RuneScape rather well. Pretty much before it got, well, murdered by WoW. Because that is precisely what happened. When it was RuneScape, it was like 2001, 2002. Yeah, really bad time to start an MMO. Why? Because shortly after WoW came. And WoW ate pretty much everybody else's subscribers. Well, then we are going to play a new game. I have so far not really done much apart from booting it up and not much channels. So we'll see how well that works out. And I suppose, since I'm assuming there will be something like an intro or something that you can enjoy, but I will have to prepare another pipe because this one has been kinda emptied already. Alright, I need to make a character. You don't look happy. Body type. I always love it when you give me something like this. Listen, this has tits. This is not a type B, type A situation. This is a male-female situation. Why is that so difficult for people nowadays? Like, you still only have 2 options. Why not just call it what it is? Alas. Okay, I can be charcoal. That's neat. Apart from being charcoal, go for that. Base. I have 4 options. Okay. Wow, it's not much, but then again, to be fair, the game is I like those. Very much so in early access, and so far I think I've said it multiple times and I will never get tired of saying it again. Oh, I can rotate you. That's neat. See, if you are really, small indie studio and you use something like early access in order to actually finance yourself, because, well, that's the only way it will work for you, I'm not necessarily that opposed. Technically speaking. I still am opposed to it on a general level, mind you, but not as much as I could be. However, I know what. Sure, let's go for that, shall we? Can I at least give you the different color? Facial hair. What options do I have? I know what, sure, we'll just go for easy options, shall we? Give it a nice little brown. Et voila. Easily done, I would say. Now before we continue, because, well, I'm a careful little person. Yo, Strategy, welcome. Give me a second while I play around with something. I always love it when I have to do this. But yeah, I think first I will try to actually play the game for a little bit before I try to do anything else with it. I think that's a reasonable start. Let's see here. Okay. Seems to still be working. It's nice of you that you already know my name. That's good. And yeah, let's see. Well, I have a character now. Can I click on play now? I can. Create a world. Friends. Epic Online Services account required to play on it. Well, fuck you then. Because then I will never play this online because I don't have such an account. And I don't want one. Fuck you, game. Oh, is your character too much? Something you can change with deleting you know. It's not like the character creator has that many options for me to get lost into. It's not like we're gonna sit here for an hour playing with that. We'll need one though. I don't. And I don't want one. I want to have pretty much nothing to do with the Epic Store. Did I already mention that I was one of those people who was against Steam in the early days? I'm still not a fan of it. I don't want any more accounts with these motherfuckers. Not really. At all, actually. World type. Allow your friends to join your game. Cool. Yes, strategy. Because, you know, if we just move the goalpost over and over and over, then yes, nothing is actually that bad. In that case, you know, mass murder is not that bad. Because, you know, at some point you have to move the goalpost just that much. But you need some levels. You know, some stable levels where you just go like, you know what? I'm not a fan. I'm also not a fan if you're giving me a male character and, well, a male body form, and you go like type A. Just put male in there. It's easy to identify. Friendly fire. Yeah. Well, minor complaints aside, enter world name, epic, exclamation mark. Yes, in my case, I'm honestly rather sick and tired of it. I don't want to get ever more accounts for ever more fucking stores. I don't want to be part of your Ubisoft store. I don't want to be part of your fucking, what was the other one, Origin or whatever the fuck that was once around and then kind of just randomly disappeared. I really don't want that. In fact, the only alternative so far I have somewhat accepted is, you know, GOG, for the simple reason that they let me download my games, which I kinda enjoy. But if you're not offering me something like that, then I'm honestly not a fan. Well, click button. I don't care what they call it now. I wasn't a fan. As I said, you know, I was one of those people who wasn't a fucking fan of Steam for a long time before I finally got myself there. And I'm still eyeing that somewhat warily. It is the best platform we have, mind you. I'm not saying it isn't, but I'm not happy though. Oh well.
I serve with pleasure.
Somebody has decided to serve me with pleasure, eh? Who was it? Little Pellegrino. Number 0. I do appreciate that. Well, nice of you. A random stranger coming by. Now then, do you have something like an intro? You do.
Adventure called, a brave few answered, and the expedition set sail.
The fuck is this narrator?
Among them, an elite band of explorers, some of Gillinor's finest. They were bound for uncharted
I'm
waters.
still kind of confused with how this is supposed to be Runescape though.
Ashen fall. Had only they known the danger.
I mean, it's been a while since I've
Dragons,
engaged with fucking RuneScape, I'll be honest.
from the skies.
But you know,
Blades were drawn and spells cast, but the dragons rained ruin.
and they're dragons, that's kind of what they do.
So they vanished into the wild. They adapted, endured, wielded magic, sharp as steel.
I mean, they already were adventurous, shouldn't they already know all of this?
Always searching for a way
You know,
to call for
That's
aid.
kind of how you
At
start.
last, they found it. The heroes are on their way, and the dragons, they'll never see it coming.
It still doesn't feel much like, you know, RuneScape, which would be rather important considering that the game is called RuneScape, but oh well. Maybe the game will convince me otherwise. Let's see here. Okay, that's a bit much. Whee. Speak to the wise old man. Hello, wise old man. I'm supposed to be talking to you. Conversion phone. Better bank problem. Okay. I see. So its connection to actual RuneScape is tangential at best, to put it mildly. It's one. It kind of reminds me of, that one very sore spot I hold for Baldur's Gate 3, where I'm like, well, yes, if you hadn't called it Baldur's Gate 3, I would still be happier, you motherfuckers. Man, it's so annoying, isn't it? Why do they feel? I mean, now I get why they feel the need. I get it. Yes, name recognition. Great thing. Good, because established brand. I get it. But for the love of God, is it really, really, really necessary to drag out every last fucking corpse you can fucking find and then go like, yes, I'm going to now flail what is left of its skin, of its rotten body, and then use that skin to decorate my new little game with? Fuck no. I mean, I always considered Warhammer Fantasy and Warhammer 40k as very, very distinctive things. Sure, they share a word, but it's the word Warhammer, and technically speaking, that's not necessarily so much a brand as pretty nice descriptor for a tool. In this case, a Warhammer, which is a hammer specifically meant for, warring purposes. So, I guess I can kind of live with it. Yes, but you are aware that the whole idea of a Warhammer is not something that Games Workshop came up with. They just took the word because it's fucking cool. If you ask me did you see some of those fucking Space Marines? Some of those have fucking giant hammers. I'm pretty sure those are Warhammers. They're not the only ones. Pretty sure if you look at some orcs, you'll find some too. Both in fantasy and in 40k. Now then, I have a pipe. That's a good start. Let's see here. What do I need to do then? Tutorial. Yes, that sounds good. Actually doesn't. What's the don't the Emperor of the Reich, yeah, in Fantasy actually has a nice Warhammer, or at least one of them. I don't remember which one. I have a distinct picture in my head of one of the big guys from the Empire holding a nice big hammer. Pretty sure I remember a picture like that. I just don't remember where I saw it. Well, I mean, no, in 40k the Emperor is a bit busy. Pretty busy, actually, Busy enough that he's probably not going to get up from his nice golden toilet anytime soon. To be fair, though, he has kind of rather important things to do there. Which would make it a bit of a pain in the ass if he suddenly did decide to get up. Okay, need to talk to this another person, so what can we do? We can punch things, we can block things. We have a lodestone that's not active. I don't like that I cannot punch that. I can sprint, yes I can. And it doesn't seem like I have much in the way of stamina. Oh well. Well, I mean, the very moment he gets up and stops doing what he is supposed to be doing, namely, well, to be fair, keeping up the, what's it called? Astronomicon or whatever the fuck. That thing they use to navigate, that would be bad for the Empire. Oh, dragon. Hello, dragon. Nice church, though. Not a religious symbol I recognize. But then again, that doesn't mean much now, does it? Hello, tutorial man. Can you tell me a bit more? Okay, people died, I don't care. Not really, no. I think originally the plan was actually, yes, to, create a basically human webway, which turned out to not actually work because, well, I'm pretty sure Magnus the Red fucked it up. Which is why everybody's blaming him. The tech boy has hammered that point home in my brain far often enough that I remember that. But they do kind of use the light of the Emperor to navigate, if memory serves. Because otherwise things are kind of bad. So not doing that would be kind of bad. But then again, I shouldn't talk too much about 40k because that usually summons somebody who is going to then angrily correct every last little detail that I did not get exactly and 100% right. And I can't be asked to sit down for another 4 hours and listen to him. I don't have enough beer or hard liquor in my fucking home to do that. Yeah, no, I think even sending a fucking pigeon through space would have been a better option than fucking ramming in there. Face first through the fucking, all of the fucking barriers the Emperor put up. That was fucking bad. Especially because, you know, literal demons were helping him along the way. Like, yeah. I can see that's a bad idea. And I'm not a fucking Primarch. Those motherfuckers are supposed to be really, really smart. In fact, even fucking Space Marines should be really smart. They have memory reserves, even stuff like, you know, the perfect memory and shit. And you're telling me a fucking Primarch couldn't smell the fucking trap from a mile away? Ah. I hold up the point, yes, blame Magnus for everything that he ever did. That sounds fair, very fair. Oh, then you're telling me I'm dying. Okay. Grab some water. Red bush along the way, something to eat. Okay. I guess that's what that water drop down there is. What's that? Well, did it tell me to go south, so south we go. Ah, Warhammer 40k. They do have some nice books, I must say at least that much. I haven't really read that many of them, I'll be honest, yeah. But I did borrow a few from the tech book once in a while, and what I read, probably because he selected some of the better ones for me, because I will bet you good money that considering just how many of these books there's going to be better ones and worse ones. No questions about that. But at least those I read were pretty damn nice reads. Can't complain. Okay, where's... You told me to get water. I am in water. Am I getting wetter now? It doesn't feel like I'm getting wetter now. But I can collect water. Where I suddenly get all of the glasses from and why I can store like 50 of those apparently, I don't know, but you know what, we're just gonna get a nice 100. Why not? Seems cheap enough. Okay, I've got some berries. What happens if I push the button? Okay, he just eats the berry. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I killed something. Now I feel justified in all of my choices. Another creature. Well, I mean, it hit me, but that didn't stop me. Okay. Eat a few more berries so we are nice and sated. Well, I mean, yes, you probably shouldn't drink water without heating it first. That is usually a bad idea. Doubly so if you're already, you know, somewhat starved and your body is somewhat weakened, because in that case, drinking dirty water is going to... Oh yeah, that's going to make you suffer. You're expecting a lot from a game that legit hit early access this month. Yes, because if you use early access as a fucking excuse anyway to draw money from me, then I'm going to expect something from you. Bitch. Easy as that. As I said, you know, my ideal idea of an early access would be something like this. If you're a nice little indie studio and you need some help, you know, so doing some ground bug testing for your game. Okay. If you're willing to give me a copy for like half price, I'd be willing to playing, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 hours of your game, and you know, a lot of other people would probably too. No problem. That's absolutely acceptable. But let alone that it's not just indie games that are doing early access, but that early access usually means I'm paying the full price now for an at best half-finished game, if even that, mind you. Yeah, excuse me for being a bit more critical of that, because that seems something that just favors the other side and not me as a customer. Why should I then look at that favorably from the get-go? I will not. Doesn't mean that I'm going to be harsh, you know, so far the game looks nice. I mean, dude, the surroundings look nice and shit. Yes, boiling water. I see. So how do I boil water? Yeah, there's no excuse to that. If you throw this out into the market and you're asking me full price, and what you're giving me is shit and basically not there, you can't actually complain if somebody then goes and go, yeah, that's shit. Stone and ash logs, okay. Okay, so we need to find ourselves some stone. Successfully found some stone. It's such an... how do I put this? It's such an obnoxious practice, this whole early access thing. It's absolutely disgusting. I dislike it far too much. Because I don't think there's any good justifications there. I don't know what the game costs, but I'm assuming this is not, you know, on sale or something for some mystical reason. But well, let me randomly run around and collect stuff. That seems... I mean, to be fair, that kind of does remind me of good old-fashioned Valheim. Can't deny that. Oh, then build menu. We need a little campfire. How sweet. There, I'm gonna put it so you can get some of that. I mean, to be fair, yes, I do remember that happening, and strategy. You can imagine what I had to say about that, can't you? You can indeed imagine what I can say about it. Why do you feel any sort of need to defend such behavior in any way, shape, or form? Even if this game, you know, I haven't seen how much is in this game yet. I'll give it a bit, you know, so that we can see a bit more, but depending on how much in it, and you can tell me the price after, and I can tell you if that is justifiable or not. So far, just from what I've seen so far and what I suspect is going to be in here, I'll make a bit of a prognosis here. I'll tell you, this game is probably worth maybe 15-20 bucks, in my honest opinion so far. And we'll see if even that. So I put water in there, I put logs in there, and then I make water. Do you? Yes, you continue doing that. Okay, can I just yes, throw it out on that side? Okay, fair enough. Excuse me. I had a bit of a problem with my throat basically the whole day already, and it's not getting better. Yes. And it's... that there is no excuse. That is not even an excuse, basically. If you as a company decide to do this shit, I will complain about it, and basically no one has any argument to stop me. Or, you know, prove I'm in the wrong here. Pretty much so. Can I... oh no, I can actually uproot you. That's makes this easier. I just wanted to punch a tree. You know, good old-fashioned, but apparently we don't even have to punch trees. Well, we've made some water. What else do we need to do? Do we have more stuff to do? Do you have anything else to say? Out of water? Ah yeah, yes, you told me to build a crafting table. I forgot. Okay, that's fair enough. Okay, let's drink some water then so that we are not dying. Jesus Christ, you are kind of burning through water relatively quickly though. And food, so far. I'm not a fan of that. You know what? Let's make his living space even smaller. I think he deserves that. Okay, that would require something else. What can we do then? We can build torches. A logging axe, stone pickaxe, all of those sound rather useful. A little stone club, shield. By the way, you might not have start with getting... you have the pioneer items. I don't even know what that is, but okay, what am I wearing? I'm wearing that. So I have no reason to make those. I would have reason to make that. I would have reason to make that. Okay, so basically what we need is a bit more ash logs and more stone for the moment. I mean, that's easy enough to get. Oops. That means I can't just... Okay, yeah. I kind of figured I couldn't just punch a fucking stone, but you know, you have to try at the very least. So we'll just run around like an idiot and collect a few more logs along the way, because we can. Okay, so apparently I need to do something outside of the game. I worry about that at a later date. For the moment, I worry about... I found a shrine. Cute. I wonder if there's any other good source of fucking stone around here. Well, I mean, you know, you have to try. I mean, it's the same in every game, isn't it? If there's an open flame, you step into it to see if you get fire damaged. If there's a stone or a wall, you punch it to see if you can do some damage. See? Like that. Just because I want to know. Obviously. Okay. I have some more stones. Oh, there's some stones here. No, boulders. Because, you know, most people actually kind of enjoy stuff like destructible environments. Very much so, actually. Which game was it? Was that Red Faction all the way back? Where we could basically blow up every fucking wall. Because I remember one game like that I played in the past and that I enjoyed very, very much. Good times. Yeah, that was fun. Basically, you could just blow up every fucking wall you could find. It was amazing. It was the only game where I was like, yes, please give me any and everything that is explosive, because it was just that fucking fun to do. Good times. Okay, I've got one of you, got one of you. And let me guess, we can't actually afford any of you. Yes, because we need more wood. And we can get more, but wood is actually pretty easy to get. Ah, man, those were good times. Really enjoyable concept if you can just be a completely destructive little motherfucker. Actually, since I now have an axe, can I just... Well, stepping a bit closer might help with hitting it. Ooh. Fuck you, tree. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's kill another tree. Come on, tree. Oh. That's gay. That's gay as fuck, isn't it? I can't even get... Fuck, even Valheim kills you when you're standing under your own fucking cut tree. That's something you should definitely fix really, really fucking quickly. Jesus Christ. Gayest shit I've seen, eh? I mean, where's the fun in that? I kind of want to, you know, like when you're building, when you dig down in Valheim and suddenly the roof collapses on you or stuff like this, you know? That's supposed to hurt you because it's supposed to punish you for being a stupid asshole. Where's the fun in that? That doesn't happen. I wanna get killed by my own fucking relogging and mining and anything else I can do because it's fun. To be fair though, this sort of exercise, you know, just mindlessly collecting some materials, it does have something somewhat relaxing, doesn't it? Rather nice, I must say. Give me a simple club, simple shield, so we have some weapons. Yes, strategy. I don't care about dying to monsters, that's an obvious thing, but I want to die to the environment like a normal person. I'm actually tempted to jump off the next cliff to see if I can at least get fall damage. I don't think I have anything in my inventory I would miss that much, to be fair. Actually, do we have a repair option? We do, nice. It does seem like that's relatively much cheaper than the alternative. Okay, so let's make some order here. So, tools first, please. Other stuff back here. Dirty water is material. We're not gonna drink it because we're not fucking idiots. Okay. Hey, old man, I did something. Mm-hmm. Did you give me something? Ah, vegetable soup. Good. I mean, you would assume something with meat would be a little bit better, considering that I'm probably... Well, I mean, look at my arms. They're thin as fuck. I probably need some meat in me. Of the edible kind, that is. Not of the penile variant, mind you. Hello, random person. You want me to kill rats and cook them? Can I not just hunt a rabbit or something? Or just, you know... Well, actually, the forest. I've already killed rabbits with my own hands. And he's like, yeah, nah, go and kill some rats, bitch. Yes, strategy. But what do you need in order to build up some muscle in a human? You probably need some protein, don't you? And where do you think you get that in nice quantities? Well, meat would be a good start. Look! There's literally we literally have chickens around, and you ask me to fucking hunt fucking rats? That's disgusting. Look, chicken meat. Why are we hunting rats if the forest is literally full of rabbits and fucking chickens? Yeah, come here, bitch. Good stuff. Whee! Come. Ah, managed to free yourself, did ya? You want something? Yeah, I see. I don't really have that much stamina right now. Well. I see what they're doing. They're making it easy, very easy to level up your skills, right? I mean, I get it. That is kind of motivating, you know, seeing that every few seconds popping up, going like, hey, you did something good. Is nice, but the effect is going to grow old really quickly. That's basically like, you know, praising a toddler for every step he makes. Like, just one step, far plays. Does another step, far plays again. It's like, okay, fair enough. But I'm not a toddler. I'm an adult. I'm gonna get tired of that quickly. Was there another... Well, there are some more rats, but I think we have enough meat for the moment. Strategy. The point is not so much, you know, about hunting some rats. If you go up to me as an adventurer and tell me, like, listen, I have a quest for you, go up the windmill and kill some rats, I'll be like, yeah, sure, boss man. And if the rats drop some meat, I'll be like, okay, that's just how it is. That's the loot system. If you specifically tell me to go out and hunt rats for meat, while the forest is literally full of rabbits that do not run away and chickens, I'll question your sense of taste. I'll question the legitimacy of your, well, job. For pretty obvious reasons. Where's my cooking station? Oh, no, yeah. I suppose I can do this with my normal fire. I will just assume politely. Now then, let's see. Raw red meat. Red roast. And there's the first bot. I guess bots do not only just show up when we play these games, but also when we're playing relatively new games. Interesting quinky dink, isn't it? Interesting quinky dink indeed. Delay. Sounds reasonable. No, then I've created some red roast. Seriously, for some reason, my throat really doesn't like me today. A deer. Look, it's literally a fucking rat. Rat. Little rabbit-like creature that we can kill for its meat and its fur partly, but mostly for its meat because, well, you know, its meat is kind of tasty. Why would you reduce yourself to eating rat if you... I'm pretty sure he just likes rat. Honestly, I'm pretty sure that's just his personal taste because he's like, yeah, we have to do what we have to do. Look behind your tent, motherfucker. There's literally 2 fucking rabbit creatures. And this motherfucker has the audacity to tell me I need to eat rat. Fucking asshole is what he is. Wow. You're giving me a butter knife, eh? Oh, magic. Magic sounds nice. Magic is something I look forward to because magic, depending on how you do magic in your game, can be kinda cute. I'll be honest with you. Now listen, strategy. If I have to choose what I hunt between an outright big fucking rat or something that looks far more than, you know, like a rabbit, which one do you think I'm more inclined to hunt for food? Just going off its looks. I have to go for it. Don't worry, I'll be around for a bit. Because after all, I at least want to give this game a nice long look before I start bitching and moaning about it even more. Let's see, what do you have to say? 50 logs, Jesus Christ, bitch. Let me guess, strategy. You're getting yourself something to eat, like a pizza or something. Something I can never afford because, well, let's be honest here. I'm fucking far too poor. Frozen pizza. Only thing I can get my hands on these days. But hey, you can put a lot of shit on a frozen pizza to make it a lot more tastier. I'll have you know, I have become quite an expert at making my pizzas of the frozen variant quite tasty. Quite tasty indeed. Actually, how many logs do I have? Can I check my inventory? Yes, I can. I already have 30. Okay, so it's not that bad. And we do get XP for killing the tree. I do whatever I can make the music loop a little bit more though. That's actually a good question, isn't it? Settings, audio. Those are not many options, game. I don't think it's gonna be here. I don't think it's gonna be here. It's probably not gonna be here. It's not gonna be here. Gameplay maybe. No. I kind of like, because from what I've heard so far of the music, I do kind of like what I've heard, so I want to listen to a little bit more. I've become quite obsessed with, you know, music in games over my years. So I actually rather like to listen to it. But you know, stop rolling away from me, it's kind of annoying. Also, you know, technically speaking, if you hit that thing while it's running, you Rolling, more like. It should probably stop. Don't I have 50? 49. Game, really. Yeah, but just take it.
Hi.
I mean, no, it's kinda nice and relaxing, actually. Cutting trees. I always like cutting trees in Valheim as well. It's a nice, relaxing activity. I need air and astral runes. Okay. I'm pretty sure I saw something, yeah, like that. I was about to say. Okay. Can I? I really would like to finish those things out of the... Yeah, but apparently I cannot. This is rather saddening for me, I must admit. Yeah, come on. Ah! You can. Nice. Okay, to be fair, that is a rather pleasant little thing, I must admit. That is something I can get very much behind, so... I just need to find a weapon that actually allows me to shoot it. I'm assured, in my own head at least, that there's probably going to be a bow. At least I'm relatively sure of it. No guarantees, mind you, but distinctive feeling of it. Okay, so I've got some of that shit. Don't I have enough yet? Okay, let's see it. It's... Did I miss a step there? What else am I supposed to do? Okay, I could build a house. That's cute. And use to craft... Ah, okay, so I probably need that first, don't I? Okay, splat. Air rune, Astra rune. So that like 16 of those. Okay, and then I need more. Since I can't actually get those floating bits reliantly, I have to look for more. Ah, yeah, like that. You come down. You indeed came down enough. You will regret that for the rest of your life, but don't worry. Chatish, how it's supposed to go. Plop. Plop. Guy really doesn't have that much stamina. Then again, you know, it's been a while since I tried swinging the pickaxe repeatedly, so maybe I'm just not remembering just how tiring it was. Okay, I got a few more. Hello, little Walter. Okay, okay, can we get like 10 of those as well? Okay, so we have some of those. Can I see those? Ah, there they are. Yeah, rune and Astra rune. Okay, fair enough.
Uh-huh.
Okay. The wise old man does not like waiting, eh? I mean, I don't really see how that's my problem, but